So welcome to another lecture on industrial engineering. Today we are going to discuss about scheduling. The previous lectures we have seen what is aggregate planning and what is master production schedule, and we have seen what is material requirements planning, and now we are going to discuss about scheduling, that is mainly shop floor scheduling. So let us first I will give you an example uh, to revise these topics. That means in the case of a car manufacturer, okay, you have a car manufacturer, it manufactures various cars like sedan, okay, hatchback, maybe SUVs, etc. So in aggregate planning, what we are doing is we are taking a standard unit. Okay, that means we are not focusing upon sedan, hatchback, SUV, etc. We are not differentiating it. We are assuming it to be one standard unit. That means an SUV can become maybe 1.3 standard unit of a car, like that. You will take one standard unit of a car, and then we will find out what is the raw material, manpower, machine, etc. That is called aggregate planning. In master production schedule, what we are doing is that instead of standard unit, now we are taking individual sedan, hatchback, etc. So what will be the material needed? Uh, what will be the machines? What will be the manpower? What will be the time taken, etc. That is called master production schedule. That means we are breaking down the aggregate planning into specific units. We are looking into the details there. And based upon the master production schedule, we are developing material requirements planning, because each of these units like sedan, hatchback, SUV, etc. require a lot of parts. A lot of parts need to be manufactured. Each of these parts are made up of sub parts, okay, and each sub part is further made up of another set of parts, etc. So these are all given number, part number. And material requirements planning is mainly focusing on how to acquire the raw materials to manufacture these products. If the inventory of these raw materials is low, then we need to order such that the production will be completed in the scheduled time. So that is about material requirements planning. Is mainly focusing on, mainly deals with procuring, how to procure the raw materials or the parts needed for the manufacture. And finally, we are now uh, discussing about shop floor schedule. It is mainly focusing upon how the job is actually done in the machine shop or in the plant. Okay, so scheduling discussing about establishment of times at which to begin and complete each event or operation comprising a procedure. Okay. The principal aim of scheduling is to plan the sequence of work so that production can be systematically arranged towards the end of completion of all products by due date. So now let us understand this with the help of an example. Suppose we need to manufacture several products for a car or automobile company. That means automobile company has several requirements like crankshaft, transmission parts, and loads of parts. And these parts, suppose these parts are manufactured in a machine shop, right? Okay, so that means we have a raw material here. Okay, we have several raw materials here, and we have several departments here, like you have this maybe milling machine here, grinding machine here, and turning machine here. Okay, then we have another CNC machine here, and you have several departments. Okay, so that means for making a crankshaft, you need these several raw materials, and its sequence may be different. First, it may go to this turning, and then it may be to grinding, then to CNC, like that. For making another transmission, another automobile component, so the movement will be like this, from milling to turning, then to CNC, like that. So the different parts has got different sequence of operations. Okay. And scheduling basically means establishment of time. At what time we can start the operation and when should it be completed. Okay. So that means you are planning the sequence of work so that production can be systematically arranged towards the end of completion of all products. So that means the requirement may be to complete this crankshaft at a particular date and this at a particular date, etc. So that the production completed. This we are determining the sequence of operation so that the operation can be completed. That means we should allocate work to this grinding machine, to this milling machine, to CNC machine, etc., etc. This is all about, this is this is scheduling. Now let us discuss about the principles of scheduling. So the first principle is the principle of optimum task size. That means scheduling tends to achieve maximum efficiency when the task size are small and all tasks of same order of magnitude. Earlier we have seen one example here. That means here there are several workstations, that means milling department or drilling department, etc. We are dividing the task into small parts so that the work is divided into smaller. Now that so if you are just, if the task is divided such that this will take the maximum amount and these are take only small amounts, that it will affect the sequencing, or it will cause a delay in the production. So that means the tasks are equally distributed between the various workstations. That is called the principle of optimum task size. And the principle of optimum production plan. Planning should be such that it imposes an equal load. See, you can see that there are several workstations. So we need to allocate the work, equal load to each of these workstations. If any of these workstations is overload, so that means it will delay the production of the parts. Then you have the principle of optimum sequence. Scheduling tends to achieve the maximum efficiency when the work is planned so that the work hours are normally used in the same sequence. So these are the principles of scheduling.